Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, whatever it is in your local time frame of the world. Welcome to another episode of Final Fantasy XIV from the beginning. I am Elecnor. I do record these episodes live at twitch.tv/Elecnor. So come on out, hang out, give me fashion advice for my character, both this one and the high level one that I happen to have, that I've played through the entire game with so far. Of course, as an MMO, it expands and grows, so my character has not played through all that there can be, but all that there is so far. Today, we're going to be running around with our level 13 Summoner. Level 13 Arcanist has not hit full Summoner yet. I'm going to be doing a Levemeet, which we just unlocked last episode. Going to do some more main story quests, and just see what happens from there. So let's jump into it. And here we go. It's the Levemeet individual. Levemeets are just special quests that are periodically handed out. They get certain rewards plus reputation rewards. Greetings, Caden. Baderon has been most effusive in his praise of your accomplishments. Have you considered putting your abilities to use for the Adventurers Guild by undertaking a guild leave or two? Guild levies are the means by which we document requests for assistance from the citizenry prior to assigning them to adventurers possessed of the necessary skills. From battlecraft levies that require the extermination of monsters to tradecraft levies that ask for the creation of goods, the tasks we term levequests are many and varied in their nature. Should your interest be piqued, I suggest you make your way to Swiftperch and speak with Swizgif. He will be happy to set your feet on the path to completing your first levequest. Okay. We'll come see you. I'm sure we'll be back here soon, so we'll grab a quest from you. That's Swiftperch. Yeah. We'll go ahead and use a free teleport ticket. We've got 47 of them left now. Just teleport out there more quickly than running. Alrighty, so the Levemeet. Greetings, lass. My name's Swigskiff, and I'm in charge of assigning local levequests here at Swiftperch. Tamakri sent ye my way, did she? Well then, let's get ye started. Right after we see if you've got the brass to overcome the challenges yet you're likely to encounter around these parts. Take a look over the task outlined in this Guild Leave. You reckon you can handle it? That's a level 10, grabbing crabs. Let's just clear this out. Megalo crabs are eating fish and... Megalo crabs are eating all the fish in my hole. That sounds like I probably might want to see a doctor for more than an adventurer. Well, Lago has the nerve to chide me over not meeting his daily quota, okay? So actually my reward for this is... Ooh, chocolate. Yummy chocolates. Good to hear. Now Megalo crabs, they like to run off to their mates when they're feeling overmatched. If you don't want to find yourself armpits deep in snippers, then you'd best finish them quickly. Yep, when a Megalo crab feels overmatched, it will flee battle. If it reaches a certain distance, another will appear. Okay. Okay. So I know all about initiating them. So we're going to come out here. Hoop. Right around the nice center area. Okay. Initiate. There's a treasure coffer that's appeared here, so I'm going to go ahead and grab it. And I was a little bit overpowered for that one. No, I'm not going to worry about the teleport to turn in that levequest, because it's like right here. You seem to have had a little trouble, lass. Here's a reward for your efforts. Bonuses for completing it quickly and the higher difficulty. So extra gil, extra experience. And on the pay. Okay, yep, there we go. I reckon you'll do just fine with the rest of me jobs. There's always plenty to do here at Swift Perch. What with all the rebuilding and such, be sure to make yourself useful. City-state levies unlocked. There we go. By the by, a sturdy venturer like yourself might want to look into guild hests. Have a word with Battle Warden Tirora. She'll give you the details. Don't you fret now, lass. I'll set her straight if she has any doubts about your ability. Okay. I'm actually going to... Actually, that person's just right over here, aren't they? Our word travels quickly in Swift Perch, especially when you're just like right across the street. Here to learn about guild hests, are we? What's a guild hest? Why, it's a behest issued by the Adventurers Guild, savvy? When a certain task brought to the attention of the guild is a little too grand for a levy, but not grand enough for grand company involvement, they're deemed guild hests and sent to yours truly. But don't let the pack of grandeur fool you. The tasks are anything but simple. Most take place in tight quarters and all require precision teamwork twixt you and your battle mates. And so what do you get in return for placing your neck on the looping block? Besides a beaming grin from Battle Warden Tiroro? Fame, fortune, the usual. So I presume you'll be joining our next operation. Let's see, I want the ether for the MP. More than potion for HP. Duty Fighter unlocked. Guild hests now available. Okay. That's Duty Finder, yep. That's all stuff I know. So now I can come into the Duty Finder. I don't need the Duty Finder help. The only thing I've unlocked so far in the Duty Finder is guild hests. I can run a couple of them right now at my level, but nothing too big. A lonely place this Swift Perch. That don't mean there ain't work to be done. So we go Battlecraft. Yeah, these are all level 10s. Let's go and just grab 2. I can do 16 on the week. We're just going to grab 2 for right now. Ooh, actually, you know what? That has boots on it. But Disciple of War boots, the boots I couldn't use. And the chocolate I've already got, so... So we're going to come up over here, right where we just fought that big old crab. And this is area 4, the Sprite of Competition. Okay, so I need to fight off enough of these lightning sprites to get some lightning quirks. I've got 3 of them so far. Oh, treasure coffer. Okay, five cores. Okay. We're gonna avoid the fate enemies. One of which just... Throw a quick little shield up on me. There we go. And bye-bye, lightning sprite. Okay, 7, one more down over here. I'm glancing at the minimap to see where they're spawning at. Take out. Just taking these lightning sprites out. You know, lickety split. Did not get a lightning sprite core out of that, okay? Did I fight the wrong kind of lightning sprites that wasn't one part of the levy? Okay. There we go. No, I don't want to teleport back. Because I'm going to go ahead and knock out this other one. At the gates. Just confirming I want to start this. My home point is not set near here. That's fine. Sense an unsettling presence. Okay, it's basically a patrol check. Good old daddy long legs here. Just need a much bigger shoe. Okay. So at each of these destination points, there's going to be certain enemies that are going to spawn. Okay. Punch. Got wild dodos spawning on me. I've got enemies from the levequests spawning. It's a little busy all of a sudden. Wild jackals. Okay, Ocean Roseling. I gotta take this thing out. This is actually my quest target right now. There's a wild dodo going to be coming after me. And normally these wild dodos are passive. They're part of a fate right now, so that's a fate filed. That's fine. Jackal pup. Just taking these things down, no problem. Lay down, doggy. Bad dog. Okay. Down here, see what this unsettling presence is. 2 feral dodos. I just finished plucking a bunch of dodos. There we go. Area secure. Nope, don't want to teleport. I'm going to walk right over here. Turn those in. Collect reward. There we go. So that's all there is to levequests. We just knocked out 3 of them. So now we're going to return to the lower decks and go back upstairs. Go back up to the Drowning Wench. Where we will start the next main story quest. But yeah, level quests are a nice little distraction. There are rewards for completing so many a week. Oh, but I haven't unlocked the challenge log yet. So I can't see how many a week you get rewards for. Plus there are achievements for doing so many level quests as well. So alright, we are up here in the Drowning Wench. Good. See now that I think I can do. Yeah, I can do. I can accept Battlecraft levies from here too. And if it's one I've already completed, just overall, it'll show a check mark here that I've completed them. So, okay, so we're gonna get Amateur's Breeches, which is what I would want, and it is considerably better for than what I'm wearing now. So let's go ahead and accept the quest. Well then, I've an idea where you might try heading next. Ye heir to the skylift out in Middle Lenacia. If you've ever visited Woad Whipper Canyon, then you must have been up and down that thing at least once. It's that big bleeding scaffolding attached to the descent. You've likely seen the lads and lasses out there using it to all cargo up the cliff face. Hard labor that, and I hear they could use an enterprising soul to pick up the odd jobs what no other bugger has time to deal with. Track down the head of the operation, a bloke by the name of Wirkit, and he'll be sure to put ye to work on a task or two. Okay, Sky High. That's near the farms. I'm going to go ahead and be lazy and teleport out there to the farms. Alrighty. Well, you know, I think on my main character, I do have that mount. If I remember right. No, I do not. I do not yet. I think I know where to get it. I just don't have it. That is a fun mount to have, though. I can't do mounts on this character yet. My feet will be a lot less sore. I'll be feeling it in my booty more once I can ride him out. Alright, up. Oh, come on. We can Skyrim up this. There we go. Why do you loaf? How's that character's name I just ran by, right? Why do you loaf? Because there's nothing else to do at the moment, so I'm just going to sit here and loaf. Let's see, for even just being off in the distance, the cities look very pretty in this game. Yep, not going to worry about that fate. 6 or more levels above it. So, okay, I think I can get down there from up here somewhere. Can I not? No, I cannot. I gotta go down over this way. Okay. I'm gonna make the hard left here. I gotta go down still. A lot of verticality in some of these areas, so you gotta hunt and search for your quest targets now and then. There we go, there's Work It. Baderon sent you out here, did he? And consider yourself welcome at the Skylift. Look at that bloody cliff, will ye? One blast of fiery hell from that huge dragon was all it took to split the ground in half. Cargo still needs to get through, though. So this mess of wooden pulleys was our solution to the problem. Well, one of them at least. If the gods were kind, and they ain't, I'd have about a dozen more workers to handle me growing list of headaches. Let's see, I wanted those. I'm going to go ahead and equip them right now. But I've got critical hit +1. Yeah, I just had the mind and intelligence boost from those pants. So I'm going to go ahead and take the critical hit +1 from this wristband. As opposed to what I had. And then, ooh, Amateur's Dalmatica. I don't want to try it on. I want to compare it to what I've got. Intelligence and mind +3 each. So I lose 1 each in intelligence and mind. I'm losing in defense. But I'll be able to equip headgear with this. They could make up for that. Plus I'm getting a vitality increase. I'm pretty sure I could find headgear that would... So what do I have in my headgear? Yeah, because this is a +8 and +14. Intelligence and mind +1 each. So the hat that I have right now would make up for the losses from this. Yeah. 8 and 16. So I'd have a little bit more magic defense. Equipping that this body piece and the headgear that I already have. So I'm glad I am to see ye again, lass. Wagon driver just returned in a great bloody hurry, screaming about some monstrosity what sprang up from a million corn seedling in his cargo. Seems the gutless bastard tossed it over the side afore turning and running for his life. I need you to head down the road, recover that seedling, and deliver it to Leuf over at Swift Perch in western Lenacia. Whatever he pays ye for the cargo is yours to keep. After all, I don't rightly know what else is lurking inside that plant, and ye deserve to be rewarded for your troubles. Oh, and you'll also find an aetheryte in Swift Perch, so the journey should be worth your while. I've already attuned the aetheryte in Swift Perch. We did that while out here on a different quest. I think it was the Arcanist job quest. Megalo crab, jeez. From the size of these crabs, how many people could you feed off of one stuffed crab shell? Or just, I mean, a crab boil would keep your whole family fed for days from just one crab. Okay, Jackal. You want to tinker around and toy with me? I will tinker around and toy with you right back. Just remember, it's your fault. You started this. Okay, oh, just stuff being bound to me, not finished off yet. Oh. I'm slightly over-leveled for this, so... Actually, I just noticed something I need to move to there. Okay, so now we go report to Swift Perch, which I think is just on the other side of this doorway, so I'm not going to worry about teleporting. Just get a little exercise in, check out the scenery. No need to teleport everywhere. The roselings. Are those roselings like drinking Rieslings? Makes sense. It would match. It works in my head, so I'm going to go with it. Roselings like drinking Rieslings. So, you know, one of the million corn thing. Has Namiya herself forsaken this desolate land? Though I understood there were risks in gambling my entire fortune on a crop of million corn, I at least expected the seedling to be delivered before a disaster struck. Is that my million corn seedling? Oh, joyous day! It may seem a paltry beginning, but the yield of this particular variety of crop plant is nothing short of astonishing. As you have undoubtedly noticed, Swift Perch lacks a certain, shall we say, a vital energy. Thus I mean to restore a modicum of hope to its residents by growing a veritable ocean of corn. You, madam, seem fit to burst with vim and vigor. Might I persuade you to abide a while and help nurture this ailing settlement? Class quest rewards. Completing specific class quests, for example, Lancer weapon skill. Okay, yep. So, since I just hit 15, it opens up the job quest for Arcanist for me. Get my hat on. Looking schnazzy. Folks, I don't have any gear set lists at all yet. So yeah, I kind of like that look right there. But we'll run out these quests here. The Amateur's Hempen Quaff. Intelligence and Mind up 1 each. This gives me more vitality and direct hit rate, plus more defenses. So, as much as I like the look of this hat, I will be replacing it soon. You there, adventurer! Cast your eyes toward the brewer's beacon. Does the light not seem uncommonly weak? I can't turn around to see. I'm not sure. It cannot possibly be bright enough to guide the ship sailing in the bay. I would march over to the lighthouse and investigate myself, but I am duty-bound to remain at my post. I would consider it a favor if you could make a visit to the brewer's beacon and see if aught has befallen Ganswis, the lighthouse keeper. Okay. Brewer's Beacon being that lighthouse out there. So it's kind of hard to not be over-leveled a little bit this early in the game. Now, you get later portions of the game. Yeah, you're working harder to maintain the level to unlock the quests and run the dungeons. Make sure you have the right gear. It's not impossible. It's just a little bit more difficult later in the game. But, ooh, that's right. With the next, I just noticed the title of the next job quest in the upper corner there, Topaz Teachings. That'll let me get a different form for Carbuncle. Who do we got here? You say Yellow Jacket sent you here? My light's growing dim, has it? Well, of course it bloody has. The bomb what fuels me furnace has up and buggered off, you see? If I don't get that beacon fixed up soon, there'll be trouble on the water. I know you're just a messenger, lass, but I can tell a venturer when I see one. I'm going to need ye to chase down that bomb and bring it back a claw what ye ripped from its smouldering corpse. Take this here iron brazier and set her down in the middle of the flock, somewhere near the scarecrow, I'd say. Ye get a nice fire going and that frisky bomb will soon be about. Watch ye don't singe your eyebrows, lass. Alrighty, so we got a key item. We got a buzzard. Interrupting my process here. There. Would you guys leave me alone? The less you bug me, the more feathers you're gonna have. And down he goes. You guys really are wanting to do this, huh? Now, it is possible to be a high enough level and just walk through here. Nothing would aggro you. It's right around 8 or 9 levels above the enemy's level before they stop aggroing. And I'm only 2 levels above those guys. Great. And my quest point's in the middle of a fate again. Let's put the brazier down. Light it up, light it up. Torchlight. We got a big boom. And he go boom no more. I think those guys up. Nope. I was about to say, I think those birds are going to be passive for this particular fate. I was wrong. So fortunately, they're weak enough. You don't have to worry about them much. But we got the claw. Another friggin' bird. I tried to get outside this one's aggro range, but it's going to be within the point of that NPC there. So, bird will be attacking me while I was trying to engage with the NPC. All you need to do is take that runaway bomb and bring me one of its little claws. I mean, that claw right there. Ah, you got the ashy bastard, did you? Once I put this little firecracker in the furnace, that should keep things running for a while. I had myself a bit of a look while you were gone, and Llewellyn cursed me if the furnace wasn't all bent and broken. Small wonder the bloody bomb was able to escape. But you have a being, thinking, functioning being, trapped inside a furnace with nowhere to go. I'd try to escape my too. I patched things up as best I could, but I ain't no smithy. You might want to have a chat with that yellow jacket friend of yours in Swift Perch and have him pass the word back to someone in Limsa. Probably going to ask me to go back to Limsa and relay that message. Let's see if I can get around the birds without drawing aggro this time. Think I've got it. And right as I was saying that, I was almost half expecting a bird to aggro on me. So we will go back up over here. Talk to this guy. The Freyloaf. The furnace is damaged, is it? Very well, I shall write it up in the relevant reports. These repairs must needs be effected without delay. Seems I have another favor to ask of ye, adventurer. Take yourself straight away to the Armorers Guild in Limsa Liminsa. Explain the situation to Forge Master... Let's see, Hananza. I swear for half of the names in this game, they just stuck their hand in a bag full of Scrabble tiles and pulled them out, just pulled out a random number of tiles and just laid them out on the table. That was somebody's name. Let's see. So down there's the Armorers Guild. So yeah, Aft Castle is where I want to go. So we'll go to the Aft Castle, then to the Guild. And at the time of this recording, there is a seasonal event going on. Right, it starts right here, Limsa Liminsa. Unfortunately, Caden cannot participate because you have to be at least level 30. A lot of the seasonal events, you only have to be 15. For this one, you have to be 30. So, we're not quite there. I don't know that we're going to make it before the event ends. If we happen to get there, I'll definitely do it in an episode. But, let's see. The furnace in the brewer's beacon needs repairs. Byregot's beard, I just sent someone out to tinker with it not a week past. Mayhap the bomb Conswiss had trapped in there was a touch too volatile. I'll have an artisan visit the lighthouse and pay special attention to reinforcing the casing of that furnace. Your work is done here, adventurer. May the navigator guide you on your journeys. Okay. I like the look of that other hat better, but I don't have access to glamours yet. So, we're going to do on the dry docks. And amateurs duckbills. Yeah, that's Disciples of War. This would be everybody. Intelligence mind +1. So, yep, definitely an improvement. Over my altered leather thigh boots. What say you to taking on some work from Nadik and Vimelis? We've a great hulking warship to build and can certainly use an extra hand for any number of tasks. For your first job, I need you to run this missive over to Atbin, the head shipwright at the Morabi Dry Docks. We forged most of the ship's bits and pieces here at the Armorers Guild, but the actual construction takes place at the docks found in the south of Lower La Nasia. That's also where you'll find the main offices of Nadik and Vamelis. The Morabi Dry Docks is one of Limsa Liminsa's most important districts, at least as far as I'm concerned. I'm sure you'll not regret attuning yourself to the area's aetheryte. If you've no confidence in your sense of direction, you'd be best served making use of the Chocobo Porters, first floor of the mizzenmast, in case you were wondering. Should you choose to make the trek on your own 2 feet, leave the city through the Tempest Gate and follow the road south. May the navigator guide your steps. Okay, I do have the Morabi Dry Docks already. Yeah, we'll go one more free ticket. And then with the next 45, I'll try to curb my teleporting a little bit. These are all places I've already visited, so... And I'm going to give him a minute to load in. Actually, he might not even appear for me. There's an NPC that is sometimes standing right around here that lets you access your own private island. The island sanctuary is right there. Atbirm. The dry docks. This is one very dry dock. Yes, that is one big ship being repaired in the dry dock. You have a missive for me from Forge Master Hananza. I assume it pertains to the pending arrival of the materials I ordered over a moon past. Let's see it then. A blast and botheration, another delay. I'm well aware of the shortage of skilled artisans, but this is insufferable. My apologies. The messenger does not deserve to bear the brunt of my frustration. Might I have your name? Caden Eindvies. Caden, is it? Well, Caden, this proud maiden you see taking shape before you is the Victory, the first new vessel to grace the docks since the calamity. We may have lost the bulk of our ships that fateful day, but starting with this beauty, we will restore the Maelstrom's fleet to its former glory. The Victory is more than a simple warship. It's the symbol of Limsa Livingston's rebirth from the wreckage wrought by the coming of the 7th Umbral Era. Thus, we are striving to complete her construction as swiftly as possible, even going so far as to hire veteran shipwrights from outside the Thiosocracy. Yet even with such unprecedented measures, there are never enough hands to handle the abundance of tasks. Should you choose to linger at the docks for a time, there is no end of odd jobs for a hard-working adventurer. Be you fair warned, there's no place here for layabouts and troublemakers. Definitely not a troublemaker. I'm more of a trouble solver. Quest complete. Okay. Grab those new shoes I just got. Equip them. Just simple enough pants on there. Gloves. Actually, we're probably going to be replacing some of this equipment when we go do that job quest anyway. But let's see here. Oh, no, this is the exact set of gloves I've got on right now. They're in gray instead of, or they're in blue instead of gray. So I will get the money. What in the 7 hells is that, man? Not once in 12 moons has he been late with a shipment, and now 2 whole turns of the sun without a single word. A shipwright of mine, young man named Fearsmid, recently left Candlekeep Quay to retrieve several crates of supplies ordered from Limsa Liminsa, but has yet to return. I have sent several missives to Halbroda, but his replies are always the same. He does not recall ever seeing the right, nor the supplies he was scheduled to collect. The man knows something, and I severely doubt he is telling me the whole truth. As I cannot leave my post, I would ask you to travel to Candlekeep Quay in my stead and inform Halbroda that if he insists on playing these games, I will personally see that he is transferred to Turtleback Island, where he can rot alone in the middle of the sea for eternity. Okay. So you sent somebody just basically to the other side of town. Yeah, the NPC would be standing right about here. If I could see him. But that's a near the end of Endwalker thing. So got a ways to go yet. Since we're not even fully out of Realm Reborn yet. And I did say across town. I mean, okay, next town over. I'm kind of glancing at some of the enemies around too, just to see if any of them have the mark over their names that they're a hunt target. If they are, I will take them out. Halbroda, what you withholding there? Does that self-righteous dog Abrim? Doubt that I've never told anything less than the truth. Actually, with him targeted, I doubt it too. Turtleback Island, he cannot do that, can he? I swear on my poor Nana's grave, Navigator rest her soul. I know not of this for his mid, nor his precious supplies. Hells, we here at the Quay have had enough trouble these past few suns, but with the sinking of that Leminson cargo ship off the Salt Strand, I haven't the time to take a proper piss, let alone make note of every scrag that wanders in off the grip. Nope, gotta level up out of that. Now, the way I see it, if you have time to be standing here questioning my character, then you most certainly have time to get that arse of yours down to the Salt Strand and help us search for survivors of the wreck. Who knows, you may just run across this first mid everyone seems so eager to find. Here's to hoping the navigator hasn't found him first. Oopsie daisy. This is right up over here. Got 2.5 minutes to take out the Mandragora Prince. Not something I think I could do. I'm Frismid. You say the foreman's wondering on me whereabouts? I thought he might be, but you must know, I cannot show me face at the dry docks till I've righted the terrible wrong I caused. 2 nights past, I made the trip from the dry docks to Candlekeep Quay, just as the foreman asked. The seas were in right rough, and the captain of the cargo ship was wary of bringing her too close to the cliffs, so I paid a few coins to a fisher to take me out to meet her. By the time we was halfway twixt shore and ship, the swells had risen to nigh on 10 yalms, and 'twasn't long afore the waves had hold of us. Try as we might to steady the boat, nature's grip was too tight, and we was flung headlong into the Leminson galley. When I awoke, both ships were gone, and the cargo I was to collect lay strewn across the Salt Strand. I has made every effort to salvage it, but the sands are crawling with Kikirn, and I ain't one with a sword. And now you see why it is I cannot return to the dry docks. We'll go get your cargo. This egg digger here. Ready? Come on! You didn't aggro on me the whole time I'm standing right there next to you. It's only after I take out your friend you come chasing after me. That's kind of rude. Considering he attacked me first. Alrighty. I'm gonna say something come popping out of here. Yep. And a couple of more bolts of energy at you, and you ain't no mo. Slap the book, show it to him and he gets zapped. Never really looked at my character a whole lot when I was fighting to see exactly what their gestures are, what are they doing. I hadn't noticed before that she was holding the book open at the enemy, and that's where the bolt was coming from. I thought it was a different kind of gesture. We're going to just run away from that guy. Yep. So I should be getting out of his aggro range here shortly. That night I was tossed into the sea like some doll of rags, and it weren't long afore the world round me faded to black as I slipped deeper into the abyss. But lo, the navigator wouldn't see me to the gates of the 7 hells, and I woke to find myself washed ashore, and here I's been ever since, waiting for a chance to salvage me master's cargo. The missing parts? I don't know how I can repay you. I'll deliver the supplies right away, but first I must stop by the quay so that I might pay me respects to the widow of the brave fisher who gave his life for a handful of coin. Could you tell Otberm that I will be back to the dry docks by nightfall? Many thanks, adventurer. I will not forget this kindness. Yep, I'll go up around this way. Hello there, Mr. Ultra King Crab. Can you imagine the size of the ships that would go crabbing to catch crab that size? Oof. Okay, wasn't quite enough of a fall for an oof. I was expecting to take some damage on that fall. And yes, there is fall damage, and no, it is not lethal. At least the fall itself is not lethal. So there, I just took 29 damage. A fall will knock you down to 1 hit point. It's whatever's at the bottom of that fall that then tries to hit you while you're at 1 hit point that is lethal. The fall itself is never going to be lethal. I'm relieved to hear that both Frilsmid and the supplies are unharmed. Though it was foolish for him to believe that I would blame him for that, which was obviously out of his hands. You see, there was no storm that day, and the seas here adjacent to the dry docks were as calm as a slumbering child. This leads me to believe that the trouble the ships encountered off Candlekeep Quay was of a less natural sort. The sort which the Sahagan have been known to conjure. Ash Bigotry. Okay, yep. Get ourselves a new weapon. So, yep, little boost in damage. Vitality up a little bit. Intelligence up. Yeah.
Caden, while I originally had doubts about your motives, you have repeatedly proven yourself an asset to Nadik and Vimelis. I still do not like you, but that does not mean I do not trust you. Gimthoda, head of the watch here at Dry Docks, believes that pirates may be plotting an attack on the Victory. She requires assistance investigating a group of unsavory individuals making camp nearby. I have recommended you for the task. Despite all Limsa Liminsa endured before, during, and following the calamity, the fact that there are still those who would turn their backs on the city-state, so they might line their pockets with a few handfuls of coin. Just the thought of it sickens me.
Okay. Speak with Gimthoda. So we'll complete this quest and then go ahead and call it an episode. So we'll start next time with the job quest. Topaz Teachings. Get Carbuncle a little bit of a colorful upgrade. Ah yes, I had a feeling you'd be the one Atbrim sent. Since you first arrived at the Morabi Dry Docks, I have had my men watch you. Oh, there's no need to get angry. I make it a point to keep an eye on all those new to the area. It is simply protocol. And you'd be pleased to know that nothing incriminating was found. You appear to be a model citizen. That and the foreman seems to think somewhat highly of you, which I must admit is quite shocking. The man doesn't even trust his own mother. Very well then. I assume Otbrim informed you of what your task would entail. The pirates, we believe, are conspiring to raid the dry docks, were last seen making camp near an ancient stone called Mark of the Spinner. I would have you approach the men, posing as a lost adventurer, and see if you cannot somehow learn of their intentions. Kanango, stationed near the rear gates, can provide you with an excellent location of the camp. Caden, haha, I knew it! No more sardines for Kanago. Tonight I shall dine on the finest salmon on the peninsula. Why? Well, I had a little wager going with some of the other guards on on who Otbrim would recommend for the next job. My money was on you. Ah, the job. Yes, of course. If you follow the road past the gates to the southeast, you will eventually come to a barren cape with a single large stone, half buried in the cliff overlooking the sea. Followers of the 12 say it's a holy place dedicated to Namiya, the spinner. I'd be surprised if the pirates camped up there were aware of that, though. Okay, follow the road. It's just out over this way. Sometimes sections of map and area can curl around, make it look like it's right over here, but you actually got to go further out and down and around. Fireflies! Play with the fireflies. Pretty fireflies. Disreputable pirates. A disreputable pirate and a couple of loyal scrags.
I'm giving you to the count of 9 to step back on that path and carry your venturing arse back down to whatever rock it is ye crawled out from under. You see, I's added up to my ears with your type, roaming the hills like they was yours to roam. It's getting to be that a man cannot enjoy a mug of rum without some shite-breathing outlander running up asking which way to the local levee meet. 7 L's if I know. I'm a bloody pirate, goddamn-it. Thal's balls. Once we have my boy back, I'm putting this godforsaken pisshole of an island so far behind me. Ain't no one'll remember I was ever here. Come on, Scrags. We's knives to sharpen.
So that wasn't the pirates they was looking for. I gotta run all the way back up the hill. All the way across this isthmus. There we go. Words are not one to work right and roll off the tongue like they're supposed to. Come down here, talk to this gentleman down here. So, the trespassers are indeed pirates. They are indeed planning something. But what is this talk of getting me boy back? Could it be that their target was never the victory? Something is not right, and I won't sit by idly waiting for those pirates to make the first move. I shall order increased patrols immediately. Thank you again for your help, Caden. It appears we were wise to put our trust in you. So we're going to go for the new book. Just going to see this basic leather-bound tome with some simple astral geometry in there. What I have now, slightly fancier book, same astral geometry, ethereal geometry. Ooh, but new covering on the book, and I like that flap. It kind of keeps it closed when it's on my hip. Can't see that closure well through my arm, but it's there. So, oh, you just teleported in. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call this there. We'll go do the job quest next time, and then pick up more MSQ, and probably go deal with some more pirates and such. So thanks you for watching. Be sure and give the video a like, give the channel a subscribe, and ring ding rang clang that bell so you get notifications when these videos go up and others pop up here on this channel. I do record these live at twitch.tv/elecnor. So come on out and give me some fashion advice. I know the game really well, but I am horrible with fashion. Just ask my wife. She knows the clothes that I have. She knows what I wear. She'll agree I'm horrible with fashion. So, thank you for watching. I will see you around again another time. Bye-bye now.